What's happening, ladies and gentlemen of League Zero, and welcome to the postseason press conference for the third and last of our champions from this season, the Shanghai Sellouts. I almost said Dragons. Anyways.
I mean, we're basically the same team.
Yeah, sure.
It's the one Shanghai Dragons.
We actually, fun fact, used to scrim owl teams. 100% true.
Completely
Exactly.
true. We scrimmed the Outlaws in one.
0-40 in season 1.
Also true.
Anyways, we have quite a few members here. There might be a few more trickling in from the top to the bottom of the sidebar listing. It looks like we have another...
there's paper.
Don't drag him in until... okay, he's going to ruin the introductions.
That's fine. So, looks like we have Fine, your coach, I believe?
Yeah, not really. I switched
Coach and an
to
assistant.
yeah.
Okay, we have Lilithy, the manager, the bakery, Flex DPS, Madam Captain, and Flex Support / Off Tank. McPaper, I believe.
Graphics.
Designer and social media.
Okay, yep. Paladin, Off Tank, right?
Yes.
Snipes, MVP, all that, hit scan, yada yada.
They do be like that.
Racer, aka Muhammad, their main support. Who's this? Oh, Emerald, another off tank, right?
Hit scan.
No,
No,
I'm
it's
a
scan,
hit
okay.
scan. I'm a bench hit scan.
Oh, well, makes sense. And then Vantage, the Flex DPS. So, and there might be a few more trickling in here and there. But yeah, let's get into the questions. I actually have quite a few, surprisingly enough. So,
Is that surprising?
yeah, I mean, most
How
teams
many of
only
them
got
are
like
you?
3 or 4 questions. You got like 6. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, we won. I don't know. I feel like you'd have the most questions for the team that won.
it depends on the division. But, anyways, let's start off with a question from Kern Master. What do you think allowed you guys to thrive pretty much no matter what, or no matter who you faced?
I'll start with this. We built a base at a very high level, and then before we tried to do anything special, we tried to always be able to play to that high level. So, it didn't matter if the team we were playing was going to be aggressive, going to be defensive, going to be, whatever, and whatever comp they're going to run. We focus on our own game first, and then adapt it to, I guess, what the enemy is playing.
I think we practice a lot of meta. So practicing the meta first allowed us to play other comps, like off-meta comps on certain maps. So once we got that meta down first, we were able just to roll anyone else.
Yeah, I think especially towards like the last game against Wait What, we had a lot of practice like on the May pre-brawl, but we'd done so much of that we had spent the week practicing like Ash Echo, which is what we played a lot of during the game. So it just kind of allowed us to have strategies, but like different strategies, but we could always fall back on like
Brawl.
just meta.
Okay. So this question is from an anonymous source, but they ask, what qualities and traits were you looking for in
There's
players
Tyler,
going
can you
into the
drag him
draft?
in?
Oh yeah. Anyways, the question was, what qualities and traits were you looking for in players going into the draft? Mostly for Lily and Madam, obviously.
Oh, all right. Mad can talk about the spreadsheet. Shanghai from day one had like 4 extremely active staff members and more that were kind of semi-active. And I think there were only 2 public pubs we didn't have someone at, and we had people also at multiple private pubs. But we scouted very, very heavily, and so we basically just looked for people that were reliable, and we had multiple ratings for people, so that if someone popped off in one pub, that someone like 2 but sucked in all the others, they didn't get that high of a rating. But we also refused to accept anyone who was uncoachable, toxic. At our private pubs, people we wanted to look into, we gave them like little mini coaching sessions and see how they implemented it in the next game. The people who learned, people who seemed to be smart when they played the game, just overall good players that we knew we could work with. And what we had planned to do was send out a questionnaire asking like how hard do you want to try? What time are you free to scrim to people who are in our private clubs for the draft, but we didn't do that. And we kind of got lucky because everyone who we drafted had an insane work ethic and was okay with from the start scrimming. Did we start at 4 or 5 times a week? I think we started at
4 to 5.
And then we got to 4,
Except for
and then we
Mr.
got
Emerald.
to 5, and then we got to 6.
Yeah,
and then
I've
we
got to
started
have
doing
a
double blocks.
problem.
Just there was not a single like I think we took like 2 days off during one of the break weeks,
Yeah.
and that was the longest break we had.
We took time off during the
We
break
took-
weeks.
We typically only had 1 day off a week.
No, towards the end of the season it was 0, and we'd have
Yeah,
multiple
okay.
double blocks. Like every single person on this roster was just insanely hardworking.
Except for the 2 weeks before playoffs.
We did take some time.
Okay,
off.
it's not that we
Also, a lot of
tried
those
to
were
take
not my
time
fault.
off. It's more of we would book a scrim and then they'd cancel and we're like, fuck it,
like
6-stack comp.
3 days in a row before the CDC game, we'd book scrims the day before or early the day of, and they'd cancel 4 minutes before. Or they'd be a 4.3 team that was throwing, but that's another thing.
God, that was awful.
Alright. Another question, kind of in the same vein, is from Frogman. I don't actually know who that is. Might just be a free
It's
agent.
Hypnotos.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it was one of the DC
Okay.
players.
Yeah, I know who Hypnotos is, I don't know. But he wants to know, did you guys come out of the draft planning on pocketing Snipes, or did it just turn out that way?
I
No,
think
the
Snipes
original
has,
plan was to
Snipes
pocket
has some
me.
opinions on this.
The original
Okay.
plan was to pocket me, but Lily didn't look at the draft sheet close enough, and he didn't look at the fact that I was EU. So
You
they just
weren't
opened
benched
it-
because you were EU. You were benched because Snipes learned how to play Hanzo.
He was also benched because he couldn't make scrims.
Also,
But-
that didn't help.
okay,
Yeah.
so the thing is, yeah, excluding the Ash Echo comp, because Ash is supposed to be pocketed by Mercy. Out of all the teams, I got the least resources as McCree out of my team. So I don't know where all this pocketing Snipes came from.
It's because you kill 4 like every fight when they're not paying attention, and they're like, "Oh, it must be pocketed."
They're just salty. The healers are good.
True.
Hey, I'm glad I have
Okay.
one person here who's not trashing.
Well,
Oh, we
Ironically, it was
paid.
paper as well.
Yeah, no, I know.
sure, that's not normal.
Yeah, you guys, like, everybody listening to this in the future won't get it, but Paper is a mean bitch in our server.
Mean bitching is
Paper
it,
is
really?
mean. Paper goes too far sometimes, and
When
I
he's
feel like
active.
I'm not allowed to confront it.
Why
He has
don't you?
artistic talent. And
Well,
he
yeah.
manages the Twitter, and I don't know if I can get it back.
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
but-
I never changed the password.
About the pocketing thing, people mauled and
They're
try to make
talking about it,
excuses for them to like be losing 1v1s. So they think I'm getting pocketed, but in all actuality, they're just getting dumpstered.
Alright.
Is it how it is?
I like the banter. Sort of in a
Not
similar
banter if
topic.
it's true.
It's still banter. Sort of in a similar vein, but not quite the same topic. How much did the balance changes right before the season impact you when it went from double shield to
Oh,
more
God.
like the right?
Oh my god, I hated it.
Don't remind me.
Okay, so what is there? There were 2 weeks before draft the first game, right?
Yeah.
For 2 weeks, we scrimmed 4 or 5 times a week, double shield. Then on Thursday, the week before,
I think it was Wednesday.
was it Wednesday? All right, no,
Wednesday
because
or
they always
Tuesday.
drop patches on Thursdays, Tuesdays, Thursdays. Anyway, Thursday, the week before, they dropped the PTR, right? And they're like, okay, here, enjoy this. You know, it's a massive nerf to double shield. Surprise, surprise. And it's what enabled the Ryan May comp. And we're like, there's no way they'll push that to live in literally 1 week. We'll be fine. Well, they did, and then we had 2 scrims. Was it 2 or 3 scrims? I think
It was 2 scrims.
It was
We had
two.
2 scrims on the patch leading up to the High Society game.
We got
and that was
rolled
it,
by
and we were
O's.
really bad at it.
Double tap.
Yeah, we got rolled by old double
We
cap.
didn't get rolled by double cap. We lost.
Okay, we
Yeah.
lost. That's good
They're-
enough.
They ran a Zarya version, somehow got away with it.
Because they were pretty decent at it, and we were also
And the Force
really
Reaper.
bad. Everyone was
Okay, we
forcing
forced Reaper in the first like 3 games, and it worked for 2 of those.
And then
Yeah.
Junkrat.
Shut up.
You guys went to close corridors via Junkrat.
But to answer that question, Acri, I think Snipes in his twit longer mentioned we went from scrimming 3.8 and 3.9 to scrimming 3.4, 3.5, which was the lowest we ever scrimmed this season, at least consistently.
Unless you count that one 3.3 scrim that ended up being 3K.
The most important
Yeah,
part
that
of
was
was that I got to play because Paladin's a really good sig, and he was not a good D.Va.
Yeah, except when he gets rocked in his ult.
I mean,
I feel like Paladin kind of just like did not understand that he was a hero on D.Va, and he kind of just walked around looking at things.
Played D.Va in like a year.
He's a spectator.
last time I had played D.Va was fucking old at that point, so like.
He's just the museum guide. It's like, this is the team fight.
Oh, cool. I don't want to get involved in that, but I'll watch. Whereas Aqua's like breaking into the exhibit and stealing all the fucking minerals and then dying and blaming everyone else.
Aqua sees the team fight and he's like, actually, I want to do it first. And so he goes and takes the team fight on his own.
In their backline, too.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Aqua, I'm sure you're fine at D.Va now. When I think of your
D.Va,
D.Va, the literal only thing I can remember is you versus Powerhouse on King's Row going, guys, I'm resetting, and diving their backline 1v3 and getting D-backed and staggered for like 30 seconds.
No. I was not the story there. I fucking bought it out and just kind of like stopped paying attention while like in their like right next to their spawn, and then I kind of got.
You didn't feed neck.
Okay,
You
hold on.
rub-hubbed your
Hold
neck to
on.
them.
How do you stop paying attention next to the enemy spawn? Like, what is the thought process there?
You know when Kings Row third, like outside the like on that high ground.
Autopilot.
Yeah, Reaper teleported up there, and I was like, I can just hide here, and then I can just like kind of eat their whatever. I forgot. I think they were running Zarya, so it's like
They probably were.
Mistakes were made.
knowing Powerhouse. Yeah, and then Reaper goes like pew pew, and then I'm dead.
It do be like that.
All right.
You
well,
can tell that you and Sev are
speaking-
friends.
Speaking of Powerhouse, actually, convenient transition there. Another anonymous question. Why'd you lose to Powerhouse both times in the regular season?
We didn't know the meta.
Okay,
that
we're gonna
far.
get flack for this, but legitimately, we just sucked. The first week, I'll say they deserved the win because we were still a really bad team.
No, because we played
And
the wrong
they
comp.
played spam, and we could not handle that. The second time we played them, we legitimately just threw. There was no way ever that we should have lost that. But in the week leading up to it, we were scrimming that dive comp, and then Client called a lot of comps for us towards the end of this. Was like, hey, Doom Reaper, really good right now. And then we tried it, and we were not getting good results. So we're like, all right, you know what? Let's just try the dive, and let's try the Widow Pharah. And I believe this was when we picked up Vantage. I thought it was very good at Pharah, fun fact. And it did not work. And that's okay. And I feel like, I don't know, it gave some people, I don't know, like I wouldn't change losing to Powerhouse because I feel like they were spaced out to keep us grounded in reality, to remind us that, you know, you have to
You know what
try
I would change?
sometimes.
It was a humbling moment.
You would play more.
No, I would change losing that one control map to
Yes.
OC.
I'm mad. We have, I think it's 14 out of 15 control map wins.
Yeah, but we definitely need to change that.
Wait, do you guys remember the Snipes Pharah?
Snipes Pharah is not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Excuse me, the one time.
It's not that good either.
It's not Vantage Pharah, but
It's not a Vantage Pharah, but it's also not a
Do you guys
bakery
remember
Pharah.
the Emerald?
Hey, hold up! You thought my fire was better.
I said your Pharah got better.
Oh, do you guys remember
As
the
the person
I guess
playing-
to ultimately answer your question, stop everybody from arguing for another 20 minutes because we'll do that. We're sad that we threw against Powerhouse twice, but we're glad we beat them when it mattered. Yeah.
And
I
we beat them pretty
yeah.
bad. Which
It
was-
allowed us
going
to
into
super
playoffs,
not
it was very
underestimate them walking
satisfying.
into playoffs.
I think going into
Hey.
playoffs, we were most scared for Powerhouse.
Oh, absolutely.
That ended
Oh, yeah.
up being like the easiest match by like a long run.
By a landslide.
Yeah.
Vitalize was the hardest
Yeah.
in CDC than Powerhouse.
Do you guys want to hear a joke?
8 times for Powerhouse, though.
Aspect DPS.
Yeah, I was about to say
Aspect
Aspect. Yeah,
I was
Aspect
just
is
gonna say Powerhouse
easily
is
the worst
DPS.
hit skin in the league.
It's not.
He
close.
legitimately was.
I
worse than
mean,
novice players.
I did just kind of hard outclass them on Jib, especially.
You didn't hard outclass them.
No,
You're
no,
Pharah,
listen.
and they literally couldn't look at you. You
No,
were
He played
dangling
Echo on
above their
Jib.
spawn
when I
for
was
2
on
minutes.
Echo, I had like 2 dupes every fight.
Well, I mean, also yes, you did that against Wait What and everybody else too.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
did that against
I
every
gotta
team.
say though, Nyx, he kind of got rolled in that match because he was playing Genji with Nanoblade and I was playing Echo, and I duped him and I got better blades than him every single time.
He also tried to blade you.
Bad hero.
Imagine unironically playing Genji. You won't get far playing that hero.
Yeah,
Vitalize.
at Vitalize.
Alright, so moving on to the next question. This one is submitted anonymously, and it is apparently just for Muhammad. Opinions
we know
on
this one.
clients.
I wonder who.
I wonder if
Ask that
Client might
question.
have
I wonder
asked
who
that question.
posted that.
He's not here, right?
Burning question.
No, he's not here.
Okay, this guy's just trying to leech off my success. Like, he just follows me everywhere. Like, on and on and on. He just, like, wants to coach, like, every single team I'm on. And he's so
No,
annoying.
I hear. There's actually rumors coming out that you're the one that boosted him to 4,300, and you're a GM player. This is true.
This is coming from a reputable source called Powerhouse OW.
No comment.
Recently banned from
comment?
GGNA.
No comment.
All right, take him away. He's a Smurf. Take him away.
Not getting nominated for Rookie of the Year, kind of weird, champ.
Wasn't Muhammad nominated?
No, I should have been. I'm mad.
Oh, you weren't?
I should have been.
Nah, you're shit.
Excuse me.
I thought she was nominated me for MVP. That would have been a nice meme.
That's a kick W.
Emerald for MVP. Emerald for
Listen,
MVP.
I know Grape somehow won an award, but like, there's some memes that go
Most
too far.
improved.
He played one map for Shanghai,
How?
and then got hard fucked by DC. So, props.
Yeah, Sermi didn't eat fucking Ash Dynamites. Bruh.
Weird champ.
Anyways, moving on to some of the more general questions so we can close this out. What did you guys do for like team bonding exercises this year?
Scrimmed.
Scrims.
I don't know if you counted how many times
Also,
we said we scrimmed.
towards the end of the season, we played quite a bit of PlanetSide.
We did play Planet Side.
That's true.
We also mauled it a lot in Planet Side.
Yeah, well, actually,
Mostly Lily. It was
mauled
mostly
a lot.
Lily.
Listen, when I say we, I do mean myself. Bullshit. It's fucking cheating. They can be invisible and then shoot you. How's that balanced? They have no idea what they're doing.
It's really easy because it's like the thing is though is that the
But
invisibility
they're not all
it's
the
not
way
like
invisible.
perfect and yeah, it's
uh-huh.
like a shimmer.
Just
I
shoot
don't
the
have
blur.
20/20 vision. This is actually discrimination against people who don't have good eyes.
No, I
Then
wear
wear
I don't wear
glasses.
glasses.
I
I
have
wear glasses
contacts.
and like
I still don't have amazing vision.
Lily,
You
can
can-
I leak the selfie now, by the way? You
No.
said I could if you guys
If you
won
leak this
championship.
selfie,
You said I could if
bad
you won
things will happen.
championship.
No, I did not
Bus
ever
selfie?
think that you could leak that ever.
Boss
You
selfie.
said I
No.
could if you won championship.
That's not true because the last thing I'd want right now is for that selfie to leak.
I still don't think I've seen it.
You don't want to see it.
I do.
It's
will
not a
let you
bad
see it.
selfie.
And I'm mad that Aqua's here because he's gonna keep bringing it up now.
Aqua, damn it to Vendage.
Alright,
No.
so
Yeah,
a
please.
few more questions for
I've
you.
only shown it to one person.
Thank
I
you,
think I
Aqua.
remember
Please keep
seeing
doing
it
that. I'll keep
somewhere.
sending the money if you just don't show it to anyone.
Anyways,
I showed it to Seb, that's all.
okay. Next question. Do you have any regrets this season? Like, what's your biggest regret?
That Little Pants decided to be dumb and get himself kicked off the team for
Losing
literally no reason.
control map to OC.
No racer, I'm not sending you the fucking Lily selfie.
I completely.
Mohammed, have you not seen it?
Actually, our biggest regret might be losing the map to OC.
Biggest regret.
Not getting to play Widow enough.
Losing to
Hey, all I'm gonna say, Snipes, the one game we played you on Widow the most, we lost. Kind of weird champ.
True.
Not wrong.
It's Snipes Widow bad.
All of Snipes' fault.
Actually, I was not gonna say that, but now that you said it, I agree with it.
In the Horizon League General Fight, Ranter, can you confirm this or deny?
Wait, what happened?
In Horizon General, Ranter said he was you. Can you confirm this?
I mean,
If you didn't know, Snipes is actually everyone in League Zero and Horizon
Who?
League.
Oh, okay.
It's not just
Oh,
everyone.
Ranter just got Omega World.
He's like completely inactive this
William
season.
Ranter? Wow. That's a bad move, my friend.
That's my
God,
second.
this is
favorite
why
on it.
Lethal's
That sounds
banned
like
from
the
everywhere.
Mafia's
He
gonna
does stuff
come
like
after
this.
him
I mean,
now.
Snipes, not Lethal. That's crazy. Snipes isn't lethal.
Snipes
I
is
like
not
we were
lethal at
on the
all.
same team, and then they called me him.
Snipes is
Yeah,
not
I mean,
lethal.
I mean,
Play together?
you're always
No.
on the same team with yourself.
But it's not lethal.
I have never seen Snipes and Lethal in the same room.
I've never seen Snipes and
not
Lethal
wrong.
on the same voice call.
I've
either.
never seen Snipes.
No, don't feel like it.
Person.
Feel like
Alright.
it'd be
several times. He is both lethal and snipes.
I'm actually Kariv, so it's not.
I've got one
yes,
last
I'm-
question for you
after he
guys.
wants to go home.
Play my honest
I'm already home. Anyways, I got one last question for you, and I'll let you guys go. What's your favorite memory from this season?
Beating wait what? Week
I say
5 or
Squid
week
Game.
6?
Beating wait what? Beating wait what?
Beating
Yeah,
wait
yeah,
what? We were happier
week-
than when
wait
we won
what?
the
Week
championship.
5.
Gonna be real, because we thought we had a good chance of losing, but like
You guys.
I'd
can't
say
play again.
throughout all the finals, I think we thought and knew we were gonna win.
Look, you guys.
Yeah,
could've-
winning
So it
finals
sort of
really
was
came
like,
more of a as
cool.
an expectation as opposed to like something that we were like hella celebrating.
Yeah,
I don't
Winning
know.
MVP.
I mean, you guys did lose to the Spork Bastion, so.
listen, we're working
You
on
guys
that.
could've-
We are still
Okay, we
not
also
good
beat the
against
Sport
Bastion.
Bastion on KR though.
Well, you didn't. What do you
I
mean?
blame that one on Lily.
What?
And also Matt was there.
Thanks,
I remember
thanks, Zim.
what-
Really
I
appreciate it.
I don't think anybody else can
One of
relate,
the
but
saddest things I've ever seen in my life.
my thing was definitely winning MVP.
I think I really enjoyed winning All-Star by 1 vote. That was great. And
Imagine
also,
so-
Also, imagine winning All-Star for a team you played like 4 games for. Or no, three.
no, yeah, well, I think for
And
me
Bucky
it was
transferred like 70% of the way through the season.
for me it was really special to win finals because
See, I'm not allowed to get.
This is
nominated.
the first like I started off in the original Horizon League season, which for whoever was there, you know how bad that was. And to finally like have a yeah, it did. But to finally like have a championship is just kind of, you know, it's like tier 56, but it still means a lot to me. I spent
That's a W.
like Shanghai was by far the hardest I've ever had to work for a team. Like I went from scrimming twice a week to scrimming every day.
Wait, CDC scrimmed.
No, not when they played us. CDC would book scrims, and then you'd show up, and there'd be 2 people there, and like, hold up, we're trying to wake the other 4 up.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that.
I remember trying to scrim CDC and like.
We did it twice in the same
Lily,
thing
I
happened both
I
times.
remember
We're like, we're not
you
scrimming
DM'd me.
anymore.
You DM'd me once saying like, "Where are you?" And I was literally asleep on the couch, and your DM woke me up.
There's a scrim blacklist. Just
The best
so...
best memory is
The
getting
Scrim Blacklist was most of the League Zero teams.
best
by the
memory is
way.
getting drafted first overall, then finding out you're not going to be playing flex support.
You're not a flex support, shut the fuck up.
I
Imagine
love how
being
we like
drafted
force like
5th.
several people to off roll.
He's not
Imagine
off-road, he just
being,
doesn't
like-
know what a flex support is.
Bro, imagine playing the
Going
role
to
that you
hug.
signed up to play.
Muhammad
What a
is
fucking
like
scrub.
He's an off-tank,
You
he's
play
playing
all of
main
them.
support, and he thinks he's a flex support.
No, I literally played Zen all through pugs.
You guys
Actually, I think
know
we
the
put you on
highlight
map
of
a
the
few times,
season
too.
for me.
Yeah, we put you on back. I picked you up for your Bap and Lucio play.
I didn't even play Lucio on pugs. I learned Lucio literally like the first week of February.
Hey Lily, didn't somebody want me for my Lucio play for some reason?
Wait, what?
Didn't some team want to trade for me because why is this? I could apparently play Lucio, or they wanted me for my Lucio for some reason.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You mentioned it. They said like the
I'll have to
wrong
look through
name.
DMs. I forgot. I need to leak to you guys who all wanted to trade for you and win throughout the season because I said I'd
I know
do
that I was wanted for Jeff. So.
You were. CDC was going to 3-way trade for Jeff. You were
Yeah,
actually
we
pretty popular,
talked
Aqua.
about that.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't know if that was.
Lily
Because
do
Aqua was
be-
good and benched.
Lily
No,
did
I'm
want to
not
trade me
gonna
away.
get benched no matter what, okay? I'm gonna get benched for Pichu pretty soon. Just wait for it.
Unlucky.
One
One of
Oh,
these
you've
days,
not seen me.
she'll be able to play.
You're just not better than the Pichu bomb.
Dude,
Anyways,
we got Pichu bombed in our GGNA game, and it feels bad, man, because I was definitely holding my shield up.
Oh yeah, they put it in their montage.
Yeah, they're like 30-second montage because they won like 14 fights and won the game. I'm not salty.
anyways, thank you all for showing up. one of the larger turnouts. I think you guys and Hyperflex had some of the larger turnouts.
Oh fuck!
So-
I should have gone to Hyperflexes. Could have.
I think
Yo,
they
wait, can
mentioned
we
you
redo
briefly.
the Hyperflex one? I want to
Wait.
go to that.
I'm gonna be honest,
Anyways.
I forgot about time
Just
zones.
put all of us in the Hyperflex one.
Yeah,
Hope
we
you
were
all
all in
enjoyed
Hyperflex.
this. It was definitely
Thank you,
lively.
Akri. I'm sorry you
I
had to
went to
endure
bed at
us.
6 a.m.
I know I
fucking
don't
hate
like it. I'm sure you don't.
hate
It's
you, Lily.
loud, but I feel like the Goats Only one was more chaotic. So yeah,
The Papago one last year was definitely more chaotic.
the Butt Burgers one last year was chaotic. This year it was like, oh, I just like had a heart, a tearjerker for like 20 minutes with Jemima.
Pepe
If you didn't
Hands.
watch that, go watch that one. That's a really good press conference.
Alright.
I saw it.
I watched.
I just remember last year during the Papago one, like being still mad that we lost, and also being like, these guys won't shut up and let me talk at all.
Yeah.
You all were like screaming at each other. Holy shit! I can't